G'day everyone, my name's Cautious Pancake, and today we're going to check out the three main ways you can connect parts of your base together with paths that the zombies won't use. For each, I'll show you the usual method of doing it that I've seen people use, and for two of them I'll also demonstrate a technique that you might not have tried. I'll also show you how the different approaches work when proactively changing position or when reacting to a zombie breach. So when you're looking to connect your base up to another part, and don't want zombies to follow you across, there are three main methods that you can use. The first is blocks that zombies don't see as a path, but are a path for players. Second, blocks that can be changed from a path to not a path for both players and zombies. And thirdly, blocks that are a path for both zombies and players, but are difficult to navigate. For method 1, blocks that zombies don't see as a path, but are a path for players, this is your typical zombie force field scenario. Use blocks that you can walk straight over, that the zombies can't even see. My favourite is the arch 3 meter tip, as you can use one block below and one block above, or side by side like here. The advantage of this approach is that a proactive change of position will cause zombies to immediately react and try and move over to the alternate side, as they can't see any path via the force field bridge. Similarly, during a zombie breach, as soon as you run over these blocks, the zombies don't know how to follow and will run back around. Method 2, blocks that can be changed from a path to not a path, is your doors and hatches, both powered and manual, where you can change the orientation of the block dynamically after it's been placed. The advantage of this is that they are less likely to be patched out at any point by the fun pimps, as the blocks are being used as designed, rather than exploiting a false pathing property like in method 1. The downside is the extra work required to either wire them up for powered blocks, or the extra effort required to change them over manually for non-powered. It's not too bad when you are choosing to relocate proactively, but during a zombie breach, there's more that can go wrong if you're under pressure. It's worth noting that in a proactive position reset, the zombies won't change sides from one base to the other until the door is opened and the path is broken. During a zombie breach, it is important to bail early when using this technique, or the zombies will follow you across and their bodies can make it difficult to get access to the door to change the pathing. Just something to keep in mind when using this approach. The third method is blocks that are difficult to navigate for both zombies and players, but it's still technically a path for both. Examples of this are the centered pole or the quarter triangle, and there are plenty of others. This is a slightly different approach to the previous two methods, as the zombies will always see this as a valid path, so relocating to another section of the base may not result in all of the zombies shifting over, as they can still see a valid path to you from the original point. It does mean that during a breach though, when zombies attempt to cross via this path, they are unlikely to make it across. This means that it is a design that I think is better just used for managing zombie breaches, rather than trying to redirect zombies proactively during the horde. Now regarding the two versions of this that you might not have tried, I don't have anything special for method 2, since I can't reveal a new hatch or doorway block, or some other block that can be changed in game. For method 1 though, one block that I've not seen used much is the ladder. Now you might say that zombies can path over ladders, and that's true. Lie them flat and they run straight over them. Put them vertical and zombies will climb them. But vertical ladders, side by side, zombies apparently lack the coordination to do this. So you can put in a ladder bridge, just like this, and happily switch from side to side. I'm sure I'm not the first person to notice this, of course, but it's not a technique that I've seen used that often, and I only found it since I was trying to do a sideways base where the zombies come towards you on a ladder, since it slows them down, only to find out that they can't do it. For method 3, I was looking for a pathing block that both the zombies and players can use, but where the zombies always fail to cross still, but one that's actually easy for the player to navigate. As most of the options of using pillars or similar are easy to mess up during a horde night when you're under pressure. The one that I found really useful is the ramp incline half left and half right blocks, and their associated fillers. When you put these on the side like this, the zombies misjudge where the block joins up and run straight off the edge nearly every time. It might not work 100% under horde conditions. When there's lots of zombies bunched up, you can easily see them pushing or bumping a zombie onto the right path, but as you can see in most conditions, it works pretty well. It's also possible to add in railings to stop you from falling off to the side, and it still pretty much works fine, although it does add a little higher chance of zombies ending up on the railings and coming across. And while the diagonal path might look a little bit funny with two side-by-side bases, it's perfect for when you want your alternate bases at right angles. So there you go, a couple of extra options for how to connect up your bases. I'm sure there's plenty more out there though, so if you've got a favourite that I didn't cover, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please leave a like if you found it useful, and consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this one. I'll leave you today with a small example of the ladder approach from Method 1, operating during a Day 7 horde. Thanks again. So far so good, we're keeping up with the zombies as they get up to us, but they're starting to build up now, so we might just transition over to the other side. That should make the zombies reset, and we can then pick them off as they come through one by one. Again, now that there's too many zombies at the barrier, let's jump back over this side. And pretty much keep repeating. Whoops, I probably should have used the ladders. I did just jump across that time, which is always a bit risky. If your stamina's too low, you might fall down, so the ladders are the safe bet. Building up again, so we'll transition, and I'm sprinting, so my stamina's going down. I really should stop doing that, and just walk slowly across. Few too many here. Use our pipe pistol for a change. Okay, the reload. Stop them down. Oh, that was a big hit. Knocked them all down. That's a strike. Another transition. I'll walk slowly, you can see the stamina regens this time. And I think that might be it. Horde night is done.